folks, it's Glenn the Ball Chef, and today we're cooking up something that is delicious, straight out of the Big Easy, and it is for a alligator recipe, ground alligator right out of the swamps of Louisiana, ground up, nice little roux, Cajun Trinity, served on pappardelle pasta. It's going to be a mind blower, so stick around and watch what we do here. Without any further ado, let's get rolling and get in the kitchen. Now what we got here is some 1 pound of gator tail. Oh yeah. And we're going to use this here grinder, and we're going to grind it up for this Cajun delight. Okay, we got our gator meat that was already cut up for us. We're going to load it up into this meat grinder, and we're going to make us a pound of ground alligator. Probably can't buy that in your grocery store. At least I couldn't find it around here in Northern Virginia, but the folks down there in Louisiana were nice enough to cut it up into some nice bite-sized pieces that I put into this meat grinder. The use of this baton, we're just sticking it down there. Get another angle on this. Now we're just going to keep grinding this off until we come up with that full pound that I'm looking for this recipe. It's pretty easy. I bought some sausage casings too. I'd like to make some Italian sausage and maybe some Portuguese style chorizo sausage one day. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We've done that before over at my buddy's place, but at any rate, back to the gator meat we're trying to grind up here with this here machine that I got off of Amazon. Wasn't too expensive. I think it's going to come in handy, really do, but it's going to work perfect. Now let me get me a knife. There's a great knife here. Got this from my buddy, and we're just cutting the rest of the gator meat off of the head of the grinder, and we're going to put this in the ice box for later use. Now we're going to use these knives from Dominic Bianco. He lives up in Manassas here. He makes surgical instruments, and he made me these special knives. Dominic Bianco, great guy. Makes surgical instruments too. He sharpened these up for me, so they're working real good. We're making that Cajun Trinity. Oh yeah, baby. I gotta get my sharpening skills up here better, but old Dominic sharpened these up. They're just sharp as a razor. Oh yes sirree, Bob. And off camera, I cut the little black tips off of the garlic. Don't like that, and I chopped it up a little finer. Look at this knife. Look at how that works. Thank you, Dominic. You have taken my... I asked him, I said, would you teach me how to sharpen a knife? He said, it'd take me a year. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but he certainly got a good sharpener that tells me it's art. I've had dull knives in the past, and it's no fun. Now, off camera, I have obviously taken the stems off of these peppers and the seeds, and now we're just going to put a nice little chop on these and get the redding and cut that down, and just put nice little slices on there. If you want to cut this up a little finer, you can. This stuff kind of cooks down, so I think it's going to be just about right. Hopefully my calculations are correct. Do the same thing with the green pepper. Cut that off. Boy, just like butter. I'm going to lose a finger. Oh, sir. Watching exactly what I'm doing. And I haven't been drinking, so everything should be fine. Now we're done with that. Put that knife away. Now we're going to take our gator meat and all that up. Cook that off. Some of that garlic, black pepper, and slap your mammy. New variety, extra hot. If it isn't spicy, I probably have no interest in it. The kiddies get the regular. They may not have this in stores, but you can certainly get this on Amazon. I got this at my local Giant. Now, as we cook the gator meat down, let the spices infuse into that. Make sure everything's just the way we want it. When we're done here, we'll put it in an ice box. We're going to be using it a little bit later in the video, but we've seasoned up our meat, that's for sure. Now comes to the roux. Now, this is just a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and a 1/4 cup of flour. What you want to do is take that, and probably took 5 minutes doing this. I'm not going to film the whole thing, but what you want to do is cook it out till it doesn't have any floury taste to it, and then we can start popping in our Cajun Trinity. All of our veggies go in here, and we're going to mix that in with our roux, of course. As you're cooking this, you might want to add a little bit of water as you go, just to keep this from sticking, because you're going to be cooking this for quite some time here, actually. But stirring that up in there, and probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but we're going to add about a 1/2 cup of whipping cream to this, and then doll this up with about a 1/4 cup of fancy paprika. Yes, this will give it a nice color. Any God-fearing Cajun that never put tomatoes in something like that and turn it into something Creole. Oh, look at that. Now that's cooked down. We're going to hit it with some cayenne, about a tablespoon. Again, I like it spicy. Leave it out if the kiddies don't like it. You got to teach them young to eat spicy food. It's good for you. All that capsule is good for the ticker. Everything it has to do with hot stuff is good for you. Throw a bay leaf in there for luck. And we're going to kick this up by using some filet powder. Heard this stuff isn't good for you. I've been eating it for years. Every time I go down to the Big Easy, I pick up a couple bottles of this, but you can buy it on Amazon too. You don't get a chance to get down to the Big Easy. And then, of course, more of the new version of Slap Your Mammy. We're going to liberally put this in there because this will give this some salt. I don't typically eat salt, but this will kick it up. Now, let's see if we can get this gator in here all at once. Come on, Glenn, you can do it. Isn't that hard? Come on, son. Get it in there. All of it. Every bit of it. There you go. Nice job. All right, perfect. Perfectly executed, I might add. All right. Now that we've got that cooking, we'll set that down. Keep adding water to it. We got some boiling water, olive oil, the Checo Pappardelle. Ah, yes, cook it for 6 minutes. Do not overcook this. Timer set for 6 minutes. We're going to put this in here and boil it for exactly 6 minutes, and then we'll pull it off and take it over to the sink and run some cold water over it. Make sure that we stop the cooking process. Don't want this stuff to be getting cooked on the countertop. And then we're going to plate this up and get it ready to go over to the tasting table. 'Tis done! I wish I could claim fame that I actually invented this. You may not be able to make this at home. You can certainly order alligator tail online. But if you live in the Northern Virginia area, I got this recipe, or at least had this dish, down at the Voodoo Brothers in Manassas, Virginia, Old Town. Quite delicious. And you guys out here in Manassas or Northern Virginia, you might want to look these guys up. Pretty cool stuff. So let's see if I did a better job than the chef. Oh man. Just really Trust me on this one. Easy recipe to put together if you've got the equipment and the know-how. Something you can definitely dip days, places, and make your friends with. So, at any rate, give this a full 5 stars. I hope you do too. Give me some love out there. I'm trying to rebuild my YouTube channel and my website. If you like it, if you don't, give me likes down. Tell me why. What did I do wrong? I don't know. Half of you people, or probably 5% of you people out there probably never had this before. So it is a extremely delicious dish. And without any further ado, like I said, let's stay connected with people out there. Let's work together and make this happen. But as always, bon appetit.